Alright, my name is Skillz, and today I want to show you a build concept. It's actually my last build I want to make this season, so it's not fully ended, but I think it's pretty cool, and I see it like it's more like a opportunity for you to make it even better than it is right now. I mean, it works. The concept is a BONESPEAR, meme, assassin, something build, whatever. Like, before I do anything, I will show you what the build is about, and then we will talk about the rest. The build is all about this brand Runeword. Like, the interesting mod on this is the 100% chance to cast level 18 BONESPEAR on striking, and every time your blade shield or your blade furry hits an enemy, it will shoot fucking BONESPEARs. And another interesting thing is the synergy from Necromancer, which says that at 100 energy you get 3 BONESPEARs, even works on the proc, so it's even more ridiculous. So let me show you quick how it looks like, so you guys get an idea. Okay, let's go to Frigid. Alright, we just stay here, right? We don't do anything. Boom, all the BONESPEARs shooting around, pretty sick. Yeah, that's the concept, and yeah, I'm playing this as a pure bladesin, but I actually think if you go Wake of Fire hybrid, it's even better. But I didn't test it, but I will share my thoughts with you in this video on the pure bladesin and on the hybrid variant. So we check the gear first. Then we look at the skill tree of the two variants, and then the stats. And in the end, I have recorded a video on my setup with my items I use right now, that you get an idea how it works with my gear setup, and then maybe you can try out your own. So yeah, gear. So let's start with the weapon because it's an easy choice. You need the brand. Interesting thing is the base. You want a Gorgon crossbow because it has the highest damage in comparison to the lowest requirements you can get. Like, it's the optimal base. If you want to do a brand, do it at this. For the helmet, I would go with a Gully. Like, Deadly Strike is just so good with Blade Shield and Blade Furry. But if you want to make the hybrid variant, Shako's also an option to get more plus skills. Try to get as much open socket as you can, suck it. Either alarm runes for energy, so you can put more points in vitality, or put ED jewels in to buff your Blade Shield damage. Yeah. Armor, I was choosing a Fortitude because of the ED and the other stats. Change of honor should work too. You get like plus skills, which will benefit your hybrid builds, or you can get the all-rounder like Enigma. Always a good choice. Like, that's my 3 top choices here. For the hands, I would go with Flame of Hands. Try to get a life gain on hit one. Like, you get some damage to demons, and you could also go with Mage Fist to buff your traps even more. Like, I think that's your 2 options here, like the 2 options I would recommend in the end. Yeah, bolts. Yeah, who the fuck picks up bolts, right? Yeah, it's hard to get good bolts, but usually if you find some online, they are pretty cheap. You want max damage, adds damage, deadly strike, and if you can get it, get leech here. Like, that would be the perfect bolt. I don't know if they even exist. For the boots, my pick is Gore Riders. Again, same reason with the Gully. It's the deadly strike. Another option for sure is the War Travelers. Adds some damage, and for sure the magic find, also good. For the belt, String of Ears my pick because of the fist damage reduction, and you get some lifestone perk on it. For sure, hybrid setup, Arach. you can consider an Arach, but on this piece of equipment I would actually go with string. Let's go with amulet. We got some interesting choices here. Obvious is High Lords, +1 all skills, and Deadly Strike. Maris work 2, +3 trap amulet work 2. Makes it easier to reach the blade shield breakpoint I will talk about later on. Or you can actually use an Atmas for the amplify proc. Also a good option. Yeah, I think everything works. Pure blade shield should pick High Lords because of the Deadly Strike. The hybrid variant has more options on this board. For the rings, yeah, I don't have good rings. Like the optimal setup, if you can get leech on another piece, you go hands down Wisp and BK. Yeah, that's the best ring. I use a Raven. If you don't use a Raven, remember to put a gem in your helmet that you cannot be frozen. And I use just a double leech ring because I have nothing better at the moment on my character. But like I said, Wisp BK, hands down, best pick for both builds, I think. Okay, the charms gets a little bit tricky. Before I talk about the charms, I have to talk about the blade shield mechanic. Blade shield works like that you get like another bonus blade every 13 levels. So to reach 4 blades, you need to be level 39 with your pre-buff gear, right? So with my pre-buff gear, which is like 2 plagues and a +3 blade shield base, you want to reach 39. This is a set, you need that. If I go under, you see it just shoots 3 blades. If I go on my pre-buff gear, it shoots 4 blades. So that's set. So for the pure blade shield variant, I would put as much trap skill as in I need to reach my blade shield breakpoint, and the rest I would fill in with max damage and attack rating because the stats benefit your blade shield a lot. On the hybrid variant, I would actually go for trap skillers. Wake of Fire damage is just too good to miss it here. And yeah, for the small charms, try to get max damage, small charms. Resistance are a little bit tricky in this build, I'm not gonna lie. You should find a balance with that, but I'm sure you will figure this out. And yeah, no surprise, torch in any. If you have one, use it. Okay, I think that was pretty much the skills, the gear. Okay, Merc. On this build, Merc is important because I would recommend, if you want to play it, I would recommend Bright. Because it buffs your fist damage a lot and it gives you a load of attack rating, which is especially useful on bosses. So I would recommend the Bright. Infinity also is not a bad pick if you want to focus more on the Wake of Fire damage, but I use Bright in this setup for sure. The rest is like standard Shaft, Steel Shade, you can use whatever, Treachery and Aerials, Tells, what you can get. Try to keep him alive. Alright, skills. Like I said, 2 variants, pure blade shield and hybrid Wake of Fire. Okay, we talk about the Martial Arts because we got nothing in it, and the Shadow Discipline skill tree is the same too, pretty much. So that's the second one we want to look at. Like actually you want like 1 point in Claw Mastery, you want 1 point in Burst of Speed, and you want 1 point in Fate. I put more points in Burst of Speed because I have some leftovers and I don't know what to do with them, but 1 point is usually enough. You want to max Venom to boost your blade shield damage, and that's it on here. And now the interesting part starts. Like for the pure blade shield variant, it's pretty easy. You max blade shield and his 2 synergies, and you max blade fury for sure because it's your second main attack after the blade shield. It gets more interesting on the bright hybrid setup. Main damage is here Wake of Fire, and you obviously max Wake of Fire. I would max at least one more synergy, like Wake of Inferno or Fire Blast. And the rest of the points you can either put into the another synergy from Wake of Fire, or you put it into a synergy of Blade Shield, preferable Blade Fury, because you can attack with this. But if I think about it, I would honestly go full Wake of Fire then. I would put all the spare points into the synergy of Wake of Fire, because I think to kill Fizz immunes, your Blade Shield and Blade Fury and BONESPEAR does some damage too, not gonna lie. Will be enough to kill Fizz immunes, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you have to put some more points into Blade Fury. But I think the best way would be put everything into the Wake of Fire synergy. Alright, stats, yeah, stats. I already talked about the energy thing, that you need 100 to pull out 3 bone spears per proc. Then you want strength and dex just for your gear. It's probably your crossbow, and the rest into sweet vitality. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's more concept than a build guide, but it's cool, and I would be happy if anybody evolves this build and make it actually badass, jumping through maps and everything flies down and bone spears flying everywhere would be really cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, if I fucked something up, if I gave you some misinformation or something like that, if you just want to hang out, if you want to play, come to my Twitch channel. My username is Skillz_44. Yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, also write in the comments. I will put all information I have about this concept in the comments so you can read it up and again. And put your questions in there, put your questions in my stream, DM me, ask me wherever you can find me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the build, man. Like I said, please improve it and tell me your experience with it. And I wish you a lot of fun with the build. And I'm out for now. But like I said, there will be a map video from the pure play variant, so enjoy that. And tell me what you think about it.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone. It's so cold break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way to even when I'm feeling down, I fight. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shape me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was